Defense is a really important mechanic in Terraria that significantly reduces the damage the player takes. But what if defense wasn't an option? Would it be possible to beat the entire game in Master Mode without all this damage reduction? Let's find out. I decided it was probably best to play as a ranger class, as I need to be able to keep my distance during boss fights. Also, ranger benefits the least from armor, while the other classes rely heavily on their armor. After exploring a bit of the underground, I came across the best underground mushroom biome I've ever seen. It contained Hermes boots, shoe spikes, a lucky horseshoe, gravitation potions, and a cloud in a bottle. I decided it was now time to go break some shadow orbs. The first drop is always a musket, so now I had a powerful gun. I also really needed the arms dealer, as he was very important to this series. Next, I made a house in the desert for the arms dealer to move into, so that I could buy myself a powerful gun, the mini shark. I got lucky and I actually managed to get 34 gold from the extractinator. This gave me enough to purchase the mini shark and lots of ammo. I drank a gravitation potion and went up into the sky in search for wings. Unfortunately, the wings I found had the warding reforge on it, giving me defense if I used them. So I had to look for new wings. Luckily, it didn't take too long to find new ones. After exploring the Sky Islands, there was a Goblin Army awaiting my return. This was really good for me, as I will already have access to the Goblin Tinkerer, meaning I can combine accessories and reforge items. If I get an item with warding or any other reforge that gives defense, I can quickly just give it a reforge. With the Goblin Army defeated, I went straight underground in search of the Goblin Tinkerer. I've gotten pretty lucky so far, having the Goblin Army before I even fought a single boss. Usually I get one around the time of Skeletron. Now that I had found the Goblin Tinkerer, I was just about ready for the Eye of Cthulhu fight. I just needed to combine some accessories, and then I was ready. And with that, the Eye of Cthulhu had been defeated. It was at this point I realized something big. The Shield of Cthulhu gives 2 defense, meaning I couldn't dash at all until after Plantera later on. This was really big to me, as I rely heavily on the dashing ability for most of the game. It was now time to defeat the large worm that lurks beneath the corruption. I did this fight on the surface to have lots of room to move around, even though the Eater of Worlds would start spitting at me. During this fight, I had to make sure to dodge the spitballs, as getting hit only a few times would kill me. Now that the Eater of Worlds was defeated, I now had the Worm Scarf, an accessory that reduces damage done to me by 17% while not giving me any defense. This item will be useful, but it doesn't make too much of a difference. I will still be dead in only a few shots against all the rest of the bosses. I decided to quickly take down King Slime to get the Slime Mount. The Slime Mount makes you fall very quickly, and I like having this for getting down elevators. King Slime stood no chance against my powerful weapons and accessories, and he was quickly defeated. Before going for Skeletron, I quickly mined up a meteor to craft myself a star shooter and to upgrade my bullets. After mining up the meteor, it was now time to go for Skeletron. I had to be very careful to dodge Skeletron's hands during this fight, as getting hit by them only a few times would kill me. I am trying my best to dodge his hands while not being able to use the Shield of Cthulhu to dash. With Skeletron defeated, I was almost ready for the Wall of Flesh, but first, I would need to farm Queen Bee a bunch of times. I decided it would be best to just get a very large amount of bee nades to quickly take down the Wall of Flesh. I chose this strategy because it gives me plenty of space away from the Wall of Flesh, and I need space to stay away from the Hungries and properly dodge the lasers. With Queen Bee defeated, I was almost ready for my final fight of pre-hard mode. I just needed to grind out Queen Bee a bit to get a large amount of bee nades. After some grinding, I was now finally ready for the Wall of Flesh. My strategy for this fight was to just throw a bunch of bee nades and keep my distance. This fight can go very wrong very quickly, so I need to be very careful to dodge everything I possibly can. The bee nades have been absolutely shredding the Wall of Flesh's health. And just like that, pre-hard mode has come to an end, and I actually got the Ranger emblem, which is exactly what I needed. The further I get into this series, the harder it will get. Low defense doesn't affect the start of the game too much, but I already know the mechs will be pain with zero defense, especially without having the Shield of Cthulhu's dash. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe with notifications on to be notified when I release part 2 and 3, and have an amazing rest of your day or night. Bye!